Okay, what is up? Right, so we are back with a bit of a different one. I was going to do Creed 3 today, but I've rearranged a few things, and this movie was a movie that I was going to watch, but I didn't end up watching because I heard that it wasn't great, it wasn't that good, but I'll be the judge of that today. We are watching Ant-Man Quantumania. So, it's not that I heard bad things about the movie, I just heard that it wasn't really anything that amazing, that great. So I was like, okay, fair enough. That happens, especially as I was thinking to myself, the more recent. So let me just turn the brightness up on here a little bit. There we go. The more recent Marvel movies, in my opinion, a lot of the more recent ones have been kind of bad, kind of trash. I didn't love Wakanda Forever. I just thought it was kind of like I was missing Chadwick Boseman's character, although I thought it was an okay film. I mean, it was okay at best, but I don't know. It didn't really hit the same spots for me that the first one did. It wasn't. I suppose it was it was a different film to the first one, obviously. So I mean, I don't know. In comparison, well, not even in comparison. I just didn't really feel like they needed to do it. Like, I mean, I feel like they could have tied it in the end of not the end, but the wrap up of that part of the story in a different way. And I think you could have used a few characters differently and in a few different, future films or endeavors or whatever. But I don't know. I don't really know what they're going for. They seem kind of like all over the place at the moment. So we might be getting another big, like, one-off film, a bit like, not like Endgame-ish, but I mean like similar. Kind of like a big bad that everyone has to work together on. But we'll see. So we're going to get into this today. Well, the reason I actually ended up saying okay to do it today is because I went to watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 the other night, and that was great. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. So unfortunately that's not going to be on the channel, because I don't really think I'll be putting any on the channel anymore. But maybe I'll start giving them a chance after this one. So after this one, I won't be watching Guardians 3. But from whatever comes out from there on, I might give it a chance. Because I used to really love it. Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1... Oh yeah, I forgot to say. We got these as snacks. You know them 2 thin waffles with caramel in the middle? I think they're called Stroop waffles. Bang it. Bang it. They've got like a little bit of cinnamon in them as well. Fucking fantastic. Yeah. Okay, I know this woman. This is Hank's wife, Hank Pym's wife. So I'm guessing this is in what was it called again? This place that they're in? The quantum something. The quantum realm? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Quantumania. I mean, Jesus. Was that Kang? Okay. Interesting now.
What is this place?
Who is he and how did he end up here? And which Kang is he? Because I know there's variants of him now, yeah? She just looks like very different.
It's a pretty good world. I'm glad we saved it.
I don't know what it is, but like she looks like a different
miss
person.
the action?
Like just because the haircut.
Sometimes.
Just suppose might be the him.
Will I be there when... Thanks for being my hero.
Dude is writing books now.
I'm sorry I missed some birthdays. And for the rest of you kids out there, word of advice.
Was how did the Hulk turn me into a baby? Will I be a baby forever? Baby?
Are you listening to your own book?
But I was ready for it.
What's that? that? Turn it up? All right.
A little after that, a raccoon from space showed up. I don't think he knew my name. I was just happy to meet a raccoon who could talk.
Bro, same. I would just be gassed meeting a raccoon that could talk. 100%. Now I've watched the Marvel films. If I've ever met a raccoon that could talk, we'd be best friends and we'd go stealing people's legs together in jails. Space jails.
God, I admire you.
Thank you. I missed this.
Okay, so was the start of the movie a flashback, like something that happened way beforehand, and she's just not felt like mentioning it to anyone yet? Or is that like a glimpse into what's gonna be happening later in the film?
I want to live right now.
Because I'd be kind of surprised if for some reason she went back to the quantum realm. That just seems
Cassie, did you make
stupid.
any new friends in the slam or this?
With this. Look.
And it, Scott is the only one that's actually been to jail.
Cassie, I really
so.
do, but I don't want you wasting your life.
At least I'm still trying to do something.
I have to admit, we see this. I feel like we've seen this before in Marvel somewhere, where it's about like saving the world. Bro, legit fought a like galactic supervillain and won. It wasn't just him, obviously, but bro was like a big part of it. He deserves so much respect. It's like beyond what you could ever actually like think of. That's wild that they're just there like taking the piss.
People still need.
I feel like that's actually how it would be, to be fair, though, in a family.
Trying to do something.
Like, you're not just gonna let, like, that member of your family keep going on about it.
Who's we? I don't believe you.
Let's just show him.
Cassie.
Can't tell if the CG looks a little bit... Yeah. Maybe I'm just being a moron, but it doesn't look as amazing for some reason. Just making sure there's no settings on this to turn it up or anything. Settings, audio, subtitles.
Where are we?
I feel like the quantum realm looked different last time. But I suppose it's probably got like different areas, doesn't it? Like this, she's in a different area. Either a different area or maybe even different size.
In the meantime, look around. It's beautiful. All right, we're outside. It's like we're camping. We love camping.
I almost wish they hadn't made his daughter older. Like they'd made her disappear at the same time. Only because I think the chemistry here would be better if it was him with a young... Because he doesn't look that old. I know he's fairly old, but she looks like she's in her like early to mid-20s, and he looks like he could still be like mid-30s. So, it's kind of like... The dad-daughter thing, although I get how it makes sense in this, I just don't love the chemistry on it on screen. It's not that bad, like it's not terrible, it's just a little bit... Because it's kind of new, to be fair. Like we've not really seen it on screen.
That was weird.
Wonder what age rating this film is. I think Guardians may have been higher, but if it's the same as Guardians, that's kind of surprising. What the fuck is he? What are they?
It's a secret universe.
Like they could have been made in like an old TV show. But the dude with the thing on his head looks dope.
Where is she? Cassie?
I feel bad. I feel like I'm shitting on this movie at times when I've not really even given it a chance yet. So. I want to watch this in dark, man.
What?
Yeah, this is weird. Seems like maybe gravity isn't even a thing either. What is going on? See, I knew it was going to be like this. I don't love that. I never really loved that. Oh, I thought bro, like, regrew the same arm. Like, he just lost an arm. What the fuck? Yeah, cool looking animals.
I am Beb. You just drank me. I did what? Oh,
Like him. So he... the conqueror.
Slightly cringed a little bit. I don't know why her character just made me cringe. I don't know if I just didn't really enjoy her acting there or what. But there's something about it was just like. But she's going to him. I'm guessing they're referring to him as the same person. I'm guessing it's going to be Kang, because he's also from the normal universe, I think. Yeah, this is what I mean. This just feels more like a kind of like. I keep the word childish keeps coming to mind, but that's not really what I mean. Like, it's still, I enjoy it, but it's slightly more like, you know, goofy fun rather than like kind of like. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. Tell me if you agree, though. Put it down in the comments. If you agree with me, then you know, then I'm not crazy. Because I feel like that's kind of like a obvious thing if you watch this and Guardians. They're both the movies have a very different vibe because they've got like they're just telling a different story. But I don't know. Why do I feel like that's going to be like an old fling of hers while she was here? Because wasn't she here for like a very long time? So it's kind of like fair enough. But that's such an overplayed trope if it is. Like, he's just going to be like a cool guy and Hank's going to be jealous of him or something like that. Yeah, he's older as well. He looks human as well.
Van Dyne?
It's fucking Bill Murray. Maybe it's not what I thought it was going to be then.
Been a long time, Kryler.
Officially, Lord, tell me, how can I help? But, is anyone starving? I'm starving. Boys?
Don't know if we're going to like his character.
They don't know anything. About anything.
Then get them out of here.
you have a map? All we want to do
Is that alive?
Whoa. Wait, don't you care. I know you want to help, I do. But this is not our fight.
Just because it's.
Bro, Ant-Man's just getting trashed in his own movie. This is sad to see. Yeah, again, I don't know. I don't love the chemistry between these two. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's like...
No one knows this place better than
I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point. I feel bad. Well, if I'm doing a reaction and I feel like I end up repeating myself,
That name.
I kind of know how the reaction's normally going to end up. Like, unless this gets a lot more hype, a lot faster,
I know her.
then, you know.
She shouldn't be here.
Hey, bring a round of the chasers, please. Yes, thank you. If you haven't had this, don't try it. Unless you want to change your life.
Kryler, we're looking for friends of ours. 2 of them. Human, like us.
Human.
That's
that word. Totally forgot what technically, but yes. In the ways that
Yeah. Fuck this guy. Love Bill Murray. Fuck this guy. I always hate it when an actor I really like plays a character you don't like. Because I want to
So
like
what
them.
is it that
But I
brings
don't like him.
you to us, Janet? If I remember correct. With him.
Janet, what is he talking about?
You didn't tell them about him.
Him is... Oh, weird ass alien. I think him is Kang.
Can that ship get us out of here?
Cover me?
Always.
I was about to say, am I supposed to know Kang's in this? Because obviously I've seen some stuff about the film that I probably shouldn't have seen. But... Is that it? Is Bill Murray's character gone already? I thought he was going to be a big part of this movie. Maybe not.
Henry, take the helm. I'm
So
gonna
strange.
hotwire this thing.
Where are the controls?
But surely, okay, it seems like they're all just the same person, but with like a minor change, and somehow they went different. Like they get to a point of a choice, he makes one choice, he makes the other choice, that's how they split. But surely they'd all think that. That looks wild. That looks cool.
Then let's do this.
I keep forgetting what the colour is for shrink and what colour is for like enlarge. Okay, little cut there, and we'll get straight back into this. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, my bad about that.
Don't.
We have.
Oh, that's one of the ants. I was going to say, what is that? But it's an ant. It's one of the ants that got sucked in with him, I'm thinking. Why is she being brought to him by 2 other guards when she was just there with him? Like, he walked her in. His variants in it, does it still have like multiple universes? Because he said he saw the multiverse dying and he's trying to save the multiverse, meaning there must be multiple universes. No?
Timelines.
Unless he's just referring to like
Trillions of
dimensions rather than
I
time.
wish that mattered, Janet.
Tora, he's not invincible.
I'm not connected enough with these worlds yet to feel this kind of like
All we do is just.
I feel like this movie's dragged a little as well. Like normally I don't realize. Well, I suppose it is. It's because his variants and him all create like time machines, don't they?
We had a deal. You took my.
But would he lose a lot of energy being this size here? Because technically he's still tiny. And the reason why he lost energy so much when he was big was because he was like huge, so he's like using loads of energy at once. But he's still in comparison to normal him, he's minuscule here. He's like you can't even see him small. That'd be kind of cool if he could just stay as like a giant here.
Bring him down.
Their spaceships look so weird. They're just like, God, I don't want to say it, they look like dildos. They look like dildos with like tentacle legs on them for some reason.
They came. Way to go,
Like, they really didn't have to be that penis shaped. Like it's a long shaft with like a bigger ball at the bottom. Look. And I'm not attached to his daughter enough. Not for her to be like a main character. That was really cool.
Please let this work.
But like I say that, but I mean everyone gets like one movie to introduce themselves, and not everyone gets like their own movie, like their movie, but like they get introduced to something. Movie, like a good movie. I don't think it was ever going to be great with a plot. Maybe they could have made it great if it just was like, I don't know.
Ready?
Again, the writing and a few other things.
1, 2, 3.
I think we've got to put it down to writing's a big part of it. Characters are a big part of it. I feel like we're missing some of like the really good comedic characters. I think part of it as well.
What's up? A quick handheld video here. Just going to be a short one in here. The continuation of this, the film. Unfortunately, I've tried it like 5-6 different ways this morning. For some reason, it refuses to let me record the content from. I was watching it on Disney Plus. I've tried to screen record it multiple different times, and it will show my screen. It will show different pages on the internet I have up. But every time I try and screen record the movie, the end of the Ant-Man film, it just comes up with a black screen. It's almost like there's somehow like they're blocking me from being able to record it. I don't know if it's something on my end, if somehow Disney Plus have come out with some new technology that if you try and screen record their content that it blocks it. Lord knows, I have no idea. I've tried like 5 different ways of doing it this morning. I tried to see if it was my recording software. For some reason it wouldn't record the video, the frames are too high, something along those lines. Nothing like that. So I've tried so many different times I can't even explain. It is now 5 o'clock. I've been doing this since about like 2, so I've been doing this for hours, just trying to just get the last little bit of original content, just so I can edit it down. It's probably going to end up being about 5 minutes worth of the video all in all. Well, it would have been. It'll be longer now, because what you're going to get instead is my full reaction to the end of the film, other than the fact that you're not going to be able to see the end of the film. So apologies for that ahead of time. Well, I say ahead of time, you're going to see it straight after this. But I'm sorry. I tried to do everything I could, but for some reason it was just refusing to work. So the ending of the film, there's not going to be any original content in the top corner, but you'll still see my reaction to the end of the film, and also the end of my reaction. I give a rating of the film, give my opinion on the film, what it lacked, what maybe a few other films did better, and that kind of thing. So apologies again, my bad. Hopefully the next film we do doesn't have as many issues, but other than that, peace. Thank you for watching.
Okay, what is up? Right, so obviously we were meant to do this yesterday, and we got through almost the entire film. We've got 27 minutes left. So I didn't know what was playing then. Yeah, so I was doing this last night and then my camera ran out, and by the time it had charged up again, it was super late. I wasn't really going to be able to record anything else at that point. So I was like, you know what, screw it, we'll leave it and we'll just finish it off this morning. So apologies for the very strangely put together movie reaction, but it should be fine. And then later this weekend, probably Friday or Saturday, I'll record Creed 3, and hopefully that recording will go a little bit smoother and require less editing skills, I guess. Yeah, we've got Dr. Stone to record and put out today, but that's an easy one. So right, okay, so that's not coming up for some reason. So now I need to work out how to do this. Right. Give me a second. Damn. Crap. Right. No. Right. I might have to end this here because I'm trying to find a way that I can get yeah. I'm trying to find a way I can record this and then hey, perfect, banging. Okay, this should work, I think. I've not done it like this before, so this is a bit risky, and I have no idea how well this is going to work. But okay, and it's picking up volume as well. Perfect. Okay, thank God. Yeah, so we're gonna see how well this goes. Give me 1 second. I think I didn't just get rid of it. Hopefully I didn't get rid of it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Why is the spacebar shut down? That makes no sense. Okay, we're recording now. I have to admit, it's pretty dope, the ants coming in with all the machinery and the technology. This is kind of wild. I like this bit. This is probably one of my favourite parts of the movie, and I've not loved many parts of it. I kind of like the setup for this. They set this up at the start of the movie. They had it progress and progress. I like this. I like this. This is pretty cool. But I'm sorry, I do have to say though, this guy is supposedly beaten multiple Avengers before. How is this guy beating, like, Thor, you know, like Hulk? I don't see a way that the guy we've seen here, unless he has other things that we've just not seen yet, how he beats a Thor or a Hulk. Because, I mean, he's struggling with the force field here against ants. Obviously, these ants are very high-tech. But nevertheless, it's still like, you know... Yeah, I don't like Darren. MODOK, Darren, whatever, please take him out of the movie. Fucking horrible character. Sorry, I don't want to be rude about it, but... Bro, terrible, terrible decision there. Whoever thought that was like a really good idea. Like, it has like the smallest bit of comedy there. But then without any more backstory to it, it doesn't make it like, make you care about him or anything like that. Why the fuck are we still focusing on him? No one cares. No, I can guarantee no one cares about this character. And why does his face look more realistic now than it has the entire movie? Like, yeah, they're still trying to make this like a funny comedic scene. I just don't care for it. I really don't. Dragging it on way too long now. Maybe it's because I don't like the character, but this just feels... Like, this is a 2-hour movie, so it's not exactly a short movie. Like, if it's like an hour and a half less, it's a short movie. This is like a fairly substantial movie. Like your middle of the range kind of movie. I feel like they just added scenes in here to long it out. Like, what just happened to Kang? He's still over there fighting the ants now. I don't know what it is, because I really am trying hard to like the movie, but there's just so much stuff going on that I just can't really get on board with for some reason. I really enjoyed the Ant-Man movie, so it's kind of annoyed me because I liked the comedy in them. It was like, it was not as funny as the Guardians movies, but it was like funny enough to the point where like it was a more comedy than action movie, but the action in it was still kind of fun. He pushed you in. You think maybe he pushed you in because there was something going on?
Or no? No? Okay. That just must be a delay. He pushed you by accident for fun. For giggles. Okay, and now, right now, it's just a normal guy fighting Scott. Yeah, okay. If they had left then, and they'd all got through the portal there, who would have stopped Kang from just using his, like, I don't really know what it's called, his device after they'd left? What, just the normal people that had been enslaved by him for, like, however long? They're just suddenly, like, able to beat him now? It's the writing. I said it last night when we were recording. The writing in this is terrible. It's really bad. Like, when you're dealing with something like this and the storyline can be quite complicated, you need to explain it well enough. You need to give a reason for everything, because otherwise people are just gonna be like, okay, well, why did that happen? Why did that happen? How was that gonna happen? How is that gonna work? Like, there's a lot of bits to it, if you know what I mean. So this just seems kind of backwards to me. Like, you can't just, like, sit there and go, oh, by the way, like, have a narrator come across and go, oh, by the way, this is happening because this is happening because this. Like, you need to explain it well in the story and have it still make sense. But fucking hell, come on, man. You need to have at least some explanation there so that the story is followable. Like, you know, it needs to make sense. And don't get me wrong, maybe it has. Maybe more of it's been explained and I've just forgotten from last night, or I just didn't notice it when I was watching last night. But I mean, I really thought this was going to be a pretty good movie. And a few times watching it, I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty good. And then it just goes back to the hot, steaming pile of garbage that it is now. And, like, I've had 2 hours with these characters, yeah. I don't care about a single one of them. The one I cared about the most was the solid glass head guy. And he was barely a character. and now they can somehow open up a portal back. Where's the explanation? How can they now just, like, I know she had this satellite device thingy that sends a message in there, and that's how Kang found them and brought them in. How can they now open a portal that looked exactly the same as the portal that was opened by the fucking space-time orb thing? There's zero explanation, and we've now left that completely. That's done, and now we're just back here with Scott. This is terrible. This is bad. This is like a bad movie. Don't make it into a joke. I was literally about to say, you know what? This is a good bit. I like this. I like how he's questioning himself here. I like this. A little bit of realism in this. And then they fucking turn it into a joke. Ah, Jesus Christ. So this is rated 6.2 on IMDb. I don't even think I'd give it that. The score that screams out to me is 5.4. Which is bad. I'm honestly debating going lower. I feel bad giving it a lower score than that because I can't remember the entire movie. I watched that last night. And it's not right there at the front of my skull because this is the first thing I'm doing since waking up. So part of me is thinking, okay, well, I don't remember all of it from last night, so I can't legitimately say I didn't like it that much. Because I may have enjoyed bits from last night that I can't remember right now. So we're gonna give it a 5.4. As I said, with the movie reactions I'm doing now, I'm logging them in on my phone, on my notes app. Okay, this guy's meant to be like a interdimensional Kang who's like super powerful. Bro is just... Why are they all screaming and chanting like monkeys? They're meant to be like incredibly smart. They're literally going, whoa, whoa, whoa. I saw one of them fucking just like he was about to start boxing. Bro still thinks he's in the Creed 3 film. Jesus. Okay, we got another post-credit. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. What would I give it out of 10? I said 5.4. Honestly, I felt like giving it like a 4.9, 4.8. But I'll keep it at a 5.4. There are a few moments, very rare few moments of this which were enjoyable. The rest was, no offence to the actress that plays Cassie, the daughter, she's just not a very good actress. At least not in this role. Like, I have zero connection to her character, as the connection I have to that character is the one of the child who I've seen in the last 2 movies, or at least a movie. I can't remember if we saw her in the second movie or not. But in this, I could care less. I could really care less about her character. And they make her such a prominent character in this. It's almost like this film is dictated by her rather than Ant-Man. Yet it's called Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yet the Wasp had, I mean, Hope was... I don't think Hope made any important... She was like a background character. Basically, this should have been called Ant-Man and his daughter, because it was him following his daughter around doing all this stuff, basically. It's like, that's what it was to me. And I didn't really enjoy her character, so that made it hard. The Kang character I enjoy, but I need more of a... like, don't get me wrong, I watched Loki. I watched that, so I technically, I have all I need to know on him. But in reality, I don't. Like, I mean, we only saw him towards the end of the TVA. We got very little talk with him. We didn't really get, like, a flashback look or, like, a going back and looking at his character, which I'm guessing is what they're going to give to us after this in whatever he's in next. But that's too late. You've based one series on him being the big bad guy and one movie on him being the big bad guy. And I still know nothing about him. How is that possible? That's bad writing. Even if I have been told and I don't remember, it's still bad writing, because it should be like, this is Kang, the Conqueror. The guy who's all of his variants, almost, by the looks of it, or a vast majority of his variants, pretty much run amok on the timeline, on multiple timelines, throughout the entire multiverse. Like, I feel like the reason Thanos was such a good bad guy was because we heard about him from way back, way back. We didn't see him until a few movies later. We didn't hear about him anymore until, like, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. And it was like you were getting fed breadcrumbs, and then he's there. But this was, we were given a few breadcrumbs, and then he's already there straight away. And he's there so quickly that even the breadcrumbs we've been given aren't enough to really care or understand the character well enough, in my opinion. Like, it's not that I have to care about the character, like, oh my god, I wonder what Kang's doing, but just enough to get me interested in him. Enough to the point where I'm like, well, no, okay, that's not fair, because I am interested in the character. I do think it could be a good character. I think this movie has sullied him for me, because it just doesn't make sense at so many different plot points. Like, he's sending them out to go get stuff for him so he can get out of this place. Why can't he go get that stuff? Why is it only them that can get that stuff? Is it because of the PIM particles and they're the only ones that can get to that size or something to collect this stuff? This guy is, you know, a genius who travels the multiverse and travels timelines. But bro can't create, like, these things himself. He, like, needs someone else to help him out. There's just... there's too many loose ends. That's one thing in this movie. Way too many loose ends. Way too many bits that don't make sense. I think they got a little bit too excited on the idea of Kang, and because they were too focused on it, they kind of lost focus on it as a whole. And they didn't keep it as this good roundabout full story. It kind of feels like this disjointed, kind of just like pieced together story
that is just like skipping from place to place, and I just didn't enjoy it. So we're ranking this one in at a 5.4 so far. We only have 2 on there at the moment. We have got the Mario movie, which was a beautiful movie, but again had some similar issues where there was just a couple of loose ends. Less so much in the Mario movie. The Mario movie could have tweaked like a few very small details, just given a little bit of information here or there as to how stuff's happening, and it would have been a great movie. And I probably would have given it high 8s, if not a 9. Because it didn't have them, it was mid to low 8s, because it was just a good movie. It was nothing to scream about. It was nostalgic, it was fun, and it was a good movie. This wasn't nostalgic, wasn't fun. Well, it was at times, but overall wasn't a good movie. So this is being shot in at 5.4, which is a shocker to me. I did not think I'd be putting anything in that low this quick. I thought it would take me a while to get anywhere low, but I mean, you know, is what it is. Mario movie, Ant-Man. No, not Batman. Ant-Man. Quantumania. 5.4 out of 10. And honestly, I would have given it lower. I feel like if I'd watched this all together, because it's the way I feel right now, but I just don't trust the way I'm feeling, because I can't remember how much I would have rated it last night. I feel like what I was watching last night, I probably would have rated like a 6. But the ending just let it down even more, because that's normally meant to be like the best bit, and it just wasn't in this. So yeah, anyway, I'll cut this off here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.